Both you and I have walked before and come out again alive.
Oh, he's been in Moria before.
I do not wish to enter Moria a second time.
People you dwarves are for hiding things. On the gates
Gimli doesn't look very dwarf. He's bigger than Legolas.
and no spell in any language can.
Those were happier times.
Gimli looks so tired and passive in this one. Very much unlike Frodo. Like Frodo seems very brave and proactive, and actually pretty brave in this one. In the newer movies, I thought Frodo was a bit of a wimp, to be honest. It's taking a great long time for them to help him. Go Boromir! Go Boromir, yeah!
All of you!
No!
Poor old Bill.
No, Bill didn't die. I'm so happy he didn't die. I know he didn't die. He made it back to breathe.
Whatever it was, it grabbed Frodo first out of all of us.
Be quiet, Pippin.
It's a bit harsh. Ooh. My Golem is getting very close to them at this point. I can already see here that their drawing is getting a lot more lazier at this point. We're only like a bit less than an hour in, and the drawing is definitely lazier than it was in the beginning. Okay, so this is Pippin, who has a light hair. The dark hair must be Meriden.
Throw yourself in next time. Be quiet.
Wow, Gandalf is getting really worked up.
Gandalf, I don't want to stay here.
He's always touching them, but their faces and hanging, like petting them. That's kind of weird. Oh, this. Yeah, I remember this. This is really, really great. Like Frodo getting into the action. Slow-mo. Hey, he just left Boromir there.
I'm all right.
I thought you were dead.
What about Boromir?
Come no closer! Come no closer, I warn you!
That stopped them. Ah, come on. You should have just stayed there. They would have been stopped there. Oh, and there's the Balrog. I remember being so awed and scared of this Balrog. And I guess there is something demonic about this too. It's
Fly, all of you! Fly!
It's hard to put your finger on it, but I think this is more demonic than the other Balrog. I think it's because it has actually a human inside and it's not all animated. What's he doing? Oh yeah, he can fly. I forgot that he can fly. Oh. So what is Gandalf killing the Balrog now with? The Balrog broke his sword. Oh, and there he goes.
To do.
Why? We've no hope without Gandalf. You know that, Aragorn.
Then we must do without hope. There is always vengeance.
That's a great philosophy. When there's no hope, there's still vengeance.
Lothlorien is a place of healing. There is no evil in it, unless a man brings evil there with him.
Welcome Lothlorien.
Oh,
I am Galadriel, and this is my lord Celeborn.
well, they got there quickly.
The forest, the Shire.
These two are like elves in space or something. Elves in space. Oh, why do you have to disgrace Sam like that? They're having a lot better time in Lorien in this one than in the live movies. Even Gimli and Legolas are really getting along.
Defenseless. Yet if you succeed, if the One Ring is destroyed,
I really like this Galadriel. Don't get me wrong, I like Kate Blanchett as well, but
and Lothlorien will
this one has a lot more feminine feel to her, and I think it's just very,
Lady Galadriel, I will give
very
you one ring,
nice.
if you ask for it. It's too great a matter for me.
To the wars of Gondor, or turn east to
It's
Mordor.
really great how they like put these elements in layers. Like
I'm
first
sure
there is
you'll give this to Frodo.
the drawn, semi-drawn background, and there are the very drawn characters, and then there's some like smoke effects on top of that. That's actually works. It's pretty nice.
And for themselves, they may be right, these elves and half-elves and wizards. But true-hearted men will not be corrupted. We of
Oh
Britain
yeah, the men
do
won't
not
be
seek
corrupted.
power, only the strength to defend ourselves.
He's being a jerk.
Frodo, come back!
Aww.
A madness took me, but it is past.
Aw, Boromir. You used to be cool. I still think you're cool.
I don't know what part you played in this mischief, but help now. Go after Merry and Pippin and guard them.
Yeah,
Even if you
Boromir.
cannot find Frodo.
Here's your mission now. Technical difficulties here. They really have like a relationship development here. It's not. It didn't really come up in the other movie in this way. Yay, Sam won. Now he's throwing. He's throwing. To Mordor we go. Yay. Oh, they ran straight into the orc. Wow, those orcs are dumb. Come on, just duck and they will stab each other. Oh, Boromir! Yes, yes. Boromir for the win. Hey! I almost saw too much. Oh, here's a heart at the place of the heart. He first asks the opinion of others and then just decides for themselves anyway. What a leader. Ooh. They're like running zigzag. Ooh. Curve. Oops. It's actually pretty good jam, this orc jam. Like the atmosphere really intensifies here. It's very alike to what the kind of a feeling I get from reading the book at this point. Like this running day and night with the orcs it was really painful in the book if I remember it right. And here it shows the same kind of agony and dragging atmosphere here. It's very impressive actually. Can't run. Krishnak is drinking all by himself. I I really like these orcs. I don't know why. I wonder if all their names are Krishnak? So, because he's ordering only Krishnak. Oh, there come horses. I don't remember this part at all. Probably because these people are like NPCs. These are like background people. They are not animated. Well, they're slightly animated. Oh no, Krishnak number 4. Let's camp on. Maybe there's a pot tomorrow. Somebody's gonna make the pot during the... Oh no, there's Golem. Wow, it looks really like skeletal. Even more skeletal than the other Golem. Wow. Those Rohirrim are really blonde. Woohoo! They all have such great wigs. What is he doing? Oh, that's how you kill orcs. These guys just standing here, and the orcs are standing right before them, and they're just staring at each other pretty much. That's very interesting. What the hell? He's just galloping into them on his own. Is this some kind of suicide squad? Oh, finally, some action. Is this Saruman's actor's voice from the other movie? He's walking around with like a sheet over his head. That's totally what Saruman would do, right? Well, Gandalf, just walking around with a sheet over me. Oh, that's so dramatic. Yeah, sheet off. These orcs are just blazing about there. Yay, good show. Wow, these green eyes are like really creepy. I mean, borderline like villain look. So, I would really like smite that little maggot. I'm so cool. Oh no, I'm so cool. But really, can't you see evil? I mean, this Theoden is really being led here by everybody. First Grima, now Gandalf. Doesn't really seem to have much mind of his own. And he's not even under any spell. Wow. Again, the Nazgûls are pretty creepy. In a different way than in the other movie. They're like, I don't know, more wraithy in this. Ew. Oh, it's getting long at this point. I don't know what happened, but it lost the drive that it had in the beginning. Okay. The color is back. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is a really cool orc march. Orcs can make music too. It's really well dramatized, even if it's probably like... it probably didn't take much to shoot these, but this dramatization makes it really intense. They're just standing there. Okay. Oops, I got hit by an arrow. Ah, now they're just gonna run into the walls. Oh no, they have like ladders. Really? Oh no! What is that? Some kind of evil magic. Well, I guess it wasn't anything. Fire of Isengard. Okay, so what is it doing now? There we go. That's my Theoden. The other movie Theoden wasn't so badass. This is the right Theoden. They're still banging the stone wall with the slug. Didn't they just breach the wall? Oh no, they're at the door. Okay. They're really scared cats. Like, if you yell at them, they'll stop, and if you just sound some trumpet, then you will run away. I guess it was asleep. I get really scared by that trumpet. Yeah, we're winning this other. Oh no, not the trumpet! Don't worry about them, they're just standing there. Sound the trumpet again and they'll run away. Yeah, just dur. Should we like attack them? Yeah, maybe we should attack them, I guess. And there's Gandalf. Woo! Just, he's not hitting anyone. That's pretty violent. I wonder whose head that is going to fall. The forces of darkness are driven away forever by the friends of Frodo, and Frodo is just walking there. Bye bye. We don't need you anyway. That's how it ended. So, that is how it ended. Okay, so quick summary about this movie. First, did it stand the test of time? I don't think so. Or it's 50-50. I'll get to that explanation a little bit later. But first of all, starting from the intro, it's legendary, and it's definitely explains things a lot better than the intro of the later movies. So overall, I thought that even though the start of this movie was really packed and really fast paced, and yet it succeeded to slip in explanations for the whole story and the backstory, and not once did I feel like I've lost the track of the whole situation, which is I think what easily happens with the newer ones. So I think this one kept us on track a little bit better until the middle of the movie. Then sort of flops from there on. It's I can't quite put my finger on what happens in the middle, but the movie pretty much ends in the middle, and then there comes these very lazy war scenes that are not actually exactly war scenes, where the participants are barely animated at all, and at times it's very difficult to figure out what is going on and who is who. The Rohirrims are barely portrayed, and the orcs are just a black mess running around. So actually, it's actually pretty hard to follow in a way that would keep your interest. And I actually had trouble following all the way to the end. Anyhow, from the start of the movie to Lorien, it was really good. It was really good. The part that was good was really good. It was all about the story, like grasping you from the beginning and throwing you into the whole plot, and the action actually happened. And the scenery and the use of colors and the sense of drama, how everyone spoke, and the gestures and speeches, and just the dramatization was really strong on this one. And that is what really throws you into the movie, and it really succeeded well on that. But then in the middle, around Lorien, it just sort of becomes a big mess pretty much. And up until the middle of, I think it's because all the people except the main characters are pretty much like background, so they are not even animated. They're just people swaying there, and that's fine as long as they are not playing the main part. Like, for example, in the Prancing Pony, I wasn't at all bothered that all the other people there were just people generally being on the background, and only the characters were animated and active. That was totally fine. But when everybody is just on the background, then it's very difficult to get a grip on it. And it's really lazy to make it like that. I felt, oops, okay, things are falling apart. I felt really, really bad for the Rohirrims, because they really lost all of their culture in this one. They didn't have any culture here except for being blonde horse riding warriors, sort of. And that made me feel really sad. The orcs, on the other hand, were pretty interesting. I found them very interesting because they were like, at times they were like very dumb and very, very scary cat, and really like, but I felt like they actually had character. That's really nice of them. I feel like these orcs really had like some kind of a character to them, and also they had some kind of a culture, like the orcs marching to war. That scene was really impressive because it showed that there actually is an orc culture there, and they can make music. They have certain devotions and certain ideals, and I would really like to see more of that. And it's really, really nice that even though these orcs all look the same and kind of was just were a big blur there, I feel like they still had more character than in the new movie, sort of. You might disagree with me, but I felt that way. Of course, it's sad that it ended where it ended, but to be honest, I had very hard time getting that far. If it had went on the way it was at the end, I probably would have fallen asleep, because it was pretty dragging at that point. Yeah, so there were a lot of things that I liked here more than in the new movies. For example, I liked and disliked Theoden more than in the other movie, because here he was a kingly character, but at the same time he was sort of really late. But I think that's fairly accurate with the book, and I like that as well. So he wasn't actually being like possessed by Saruman. He was more like manipulated, and that's very nice. I liked Galadriel in this one because I thought she was more feminine, and I think the people in the books, people wanted to follow her and do whatever she says because they loved her and not because they feared her. And in the new movies, they more like feared her because she was powerful and cool and so. But I think a lot of Galadriel's power in the books came from her softer appeal, and I liked that it was portrayed in this one. Gollum. I'm not sure which Gollum I like more. These both have very strong sides to them. It's very difficult. I mean, the other Gollum is really cute. This Gollum is kind of more human. Yeah, this. I mean, other is cute, and this is more like it's more like your sneaky slimy neighbor or something like that. So there's another feeling to it. I like both Gollums. But yeah, it's sort of I don't really like to rate this movie because it is so dimensional here. It's very difficult to rate it in any way. But I would say the first half is great, like at least 4 stars, and then the later half is 1.5. Yeah. So that's my summary on it, and do let me know what you think, and leave other comments and so on. Very glad you joined me on this, and let me know if you want more of these videos where I watch stuff. But I'm not sure if it's my beef, but I would like to know what you think. So thank you for joining me, and toodles.